We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome back to These Unprecedented Gays, your go-to podcast for all things queer, where we unpack the nuances of LGBTQ plus life in these unprecedented times.
I was? You were a great buddy. When you showed up.
The best way to be is to learn what not to be.
When you showed up. Big qualifier there.
Yeah, you were a great buddy when you showed up.
That's why I always tell, if you're like a manager, like you like are a leader, it's like you always know based on like having bad leaders and bad managers.
I mean, speaking of showing up, I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays.
Oh, you slid in that.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Sneaky diva. You're like the, oh my God, what was the movie with Adam Sandler where he was like the inherited guy?
Happy Gilmore? No.
He had like
Mr. Deeds?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Betty Sneaky.
Remember, he's like, I'm sneaky. And like, didn't he have like the dead foot?
Is that him? Or who is it? Rob Schneider or something?
The butler.
It's the guy that's in Transformers. Sorry, I can't get them.
I'm a very sneaky.
I'll look it up. I can't get the screen mirroring to work.
No, we can't get the
screen mirroring.
Nick, who is our fact checker, so we're always correct as much as possible. We're going in blind because we can't get the TV
John
to work.
Turturro.
Oh, I love him from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think he's great.
He's also in.
10 more seconds.
I'm wrong. It's not John Turturro. He's not in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's somebody else.
It's a good thing we got the fact checking working again.
We got the fact checking working, so it's like I'm thinking of John Tuglia or whatever.
This guy, Joe Trulio.
That guy.
I've never seen that person.
You've never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No. Okay, so that, and then someone told me about Curb Your
Yeah, Curb is great.
And I was like, I've heard of it, but I've never heard of it. Like, I've seen it.
Never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm.
But apparently it's been on for 24 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Just like I never watched, what's the one on Fox? The one with Jason Bateman.
Oh, Arrested Development.
Yeah, I never watched that one either.
I haven't watched the one on Fox.
And people are like, you should watch it. There's so many.
They're kind of in the same genre, too.
Right, I think they're the same thing. And like, because like with the tariffs, one of the memes from there is the mom, and she's like, it's a banana. How much could it cost? $10?
Oh my God. Which is
also,
the one with Andy Samberg?
The reason that's Brooklyn 911.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
The reason that the show's been on for so long, just to like, for Curb, it's that they took big breaks between the years. So
it says 2000 to 2024.
Well, Cheryl Hines, who plays Larry David's wife in the show, is married to RFK Jr.
Yes, he is.
I know.
Anyway. Crazy.
I wonder if
when you think about it,
I didn't know that was her husband. Poor her. That's all I'm gonna say.
She chose that.
She what?
She chose that.
She's in it for the money.
IMDb, and I was like, I just bought tickets to go see Thunderbolts.
What's Thunderbolts?
It's the new Marvel movie.
I want to see it.
It looks really good.
With the team that like is like the not known characters,
yeah,
right?
the anti-heroes.
Yes. Okay, that one looks good.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go see that tomorrow. Thunderbolts asterisk. That's what I'm calling it.
What's the footnote? It's with the guy from the Stranger Things. He plays
Oh,
Louis Pullman. Scroll to the right a little.
Louis Pullman was actually the male lead in The Art of Cooking.
That guy, David Harbour.
Oh, David Harbour.
He's in Stranger Things and some other things, I think.
That is right in Paul's wheelhouse.
That is my wheelhouse right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He's
told us
handsome.
before.
There was a... is Stranger Things ever coming back?
I think they have one more season and then they're done.
When? Next year?
Probably.
The kids are going into
They're married
right now.
Yeah, they're married now.
Well, I did not know that David Harbour was married to Lily Allen, the singer, for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like this
And
is
it did
like
not end well.
celebrity facts that we never knew.
It'll be released in 2025.
You're welcome.
That would be a good, fun episode.
I would know
Connect the
none of
dots,
them.
Yeah.
little known connections.
Lily sang
Seven Degrees of Separation by Kevin Bacon or
I think
whatever.
that Lily sang the FU song about him.
There's probably yes.
I like Lily Allen. Yeah,
I like Lily Allen,
I love
too.
her version of Somewhere Only We Know. over Keen.
That's my favorite
cover.
version,
Yeah.
So how was your week, Joe?
It's been busy. So not busy with like
I
fun
knew you guys
things.
were out last night. We
I
were going
know.
to text you and let you know that we were at Sisters, but then we saw your post and we're like, no, they're busy.
I will say, you know what? It's been a week because there's been a lot going on and we haven't seen you in a minute. But so I think the last time since we connected, we saw the chorus show over the weekend.
Okay.
I think that was last weekend.
Yeah.
It was Broadway themed. It was pretty fun. It had some moments. We'll leave it as that. You know, they really did do that singing.
They looked like they were having some real good fun up there.
They were singing notes. I know. With
doing the dance and
I was
Broadway.
Nick thought the show was really good.
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
So I told Nick on the way back, I was like, my, like, not test for you, but like, the next show, no alcohol is allowed in your system. Because he was like 8 glasses deep, and he's like, "This is so much fun," and I'm like,
that has happened before, yes.
It has happened It has happened every time.
Charlie is leaving the chorus.
Yes,
he moved the day after the show ended. So he
did not waste time.
He did not waste
no,
time.
homeboy skipped up and left.
Did they give him an acknowledgement of his time?
Yeah, a little bit.
He left with an announcement.
He left saying, "Hey, I'm leaving the country, and here's the guy that's going to be stepping in for a bit." And then he's like, "Now let's sing a song." Like they spent maybe 30 seconds.
It was not long, and then there wasn't really like a send off, and it was like, "All right, curtain call," and then I think he's like now in Malaysia.
There you go.
Wow.
Which I'm like, that's a very difficult move. Like, I don't know how you can move. I've never moved to another country, obviously, but like,
I don't think it's that difficult because he's moved before.
Yeah. Yes.
But how do you how do you get your stuff there?
You don't have a lot of
you try
things.
You're
minimize,
very minimalist.
Yeah, because I would imagine like some stuff that you want to hold on to, like you get like maybe like a storage unit.
But also, if it's if you're moving with a company, a lot of times the company will
that's true.
pack all that stuff up for you and deliver it.
Also, think that all your electronics are probably not wired properly for that country.
Oh my god!
So you just
can you imagine?
But things like your portable devices, you just get new chargers.
Like you have to get like power adapters for all of your stuff that you plug in. Oh, we have 700. What are the converter things? So no, we did that, and then last weekend and Monday, the weather was not my friend. So on Sunday, I was like, I'm gonna go for a bike ride. I'm feeling all good, yeah, right? And it was like overcast, and I was like, okay, it's gonna like burn off, and it torrentially downpoured.
Yes,
and I was like, what
rough.
the fuck is this?
Well, April showers,
girl.
bring
I
Joe Sours.
I got back because I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like be a little sprinkle, like whatever, and like I got like 10 minutes away from the apartment, and I was like, this is not happening. I would rather have my life taken away from me because I'm so mad right now from all this fucking rain. And then I got back, and I was like, I'm not doing anything for the rest of the day. And that happened again on Monday morning because I had to go into the office because I have a new hire that started last week, which is why I'm tired because girl, bringing in new people and like training and teaching and all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, I am exhausted.
Oh my God, doing your job.
Girl. Right? Well, I will tell you, it's nice because like I was doing his job before he started, and now like that he is there, like I don't have to do like 2 jobs.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm like, hey, I know that like there's like a 3-month like get ready to get started plan, but you're not going to be part of that. We're going to get you ready very quickly. And he's like eager, and I'm like, perfect, take all of this stuff. I'm delegating everything to you. Well, on Monday, I went to the train, and it was torrential downpour. I'm like, damn, can't get a break. And then that was kind of my like work week. And then yesterday we did a dinner, like I think it was like a work dinner sort of thing at the Hilton Bayfront, which it's very breezy. It is a very windy location. I was like, oh, whatever. I'll just have like a nice button down. It was freezing cold.
Breezy.
Girl, my nipples were rock hard the whole night.
Believe
you
me,
could tell.
That.
So
you could tell.
What's different? You're always like way.
No, they were really. It was I was cutting diamonds with those ones. But
we're gonna need a new shirt.
Yeah, I know, and that's my like dedicated like fancy shirt. It's ripped through from my nipples. But they had actually a really cool dessert. It was like I don't know how you describe it, like a brownie cake almost, and it was like small, so I'm like, I want more. And then it was like a custardy something, like a vanilla custard, but it tasted like vanilla ice cream.
Oh, it's probably a crème anglaise.
That, yes, sure.
A vanilla crème anglaise.
God bless you. But yeah, that's been kind of it. And then, yeah. Now, what I am now trying to become an expert in is Birkenstocks, because I was
sandals?
Yes. So I needed new flip-flops because they're like getting really bad and they have a hole. And I was like, Nick has Birkenstocks. Like, let me look into it. So all of this morning, I have been like researching Birkenstocks and like which is the best option, because they're supposed to be like really good and they're like good for your feet and like they're good flip-flop alternatives.
I love that we've gone from Birkin bag to Birkenstock.
More affordable.
We cover everything on this show.
Oh, that was another funny thing. Nick, last weekend, he was like, I didn't realize that to get the Birkin bag, you like have to be on a waiting list, and to get on the waiting list, you have to spend like a minimum amount at the Hermes store. And I was like, yeah, like you have to spend like millions of dollars before you can get the Birkin bag. So I was like, you might need to get a Birkin scarf.
You can get it in China.
Exactly. Well, now it'll probably cost more.
No, because it's just the jerkin bag. It's just like a Birkin bag, but only cheaper.
I'm down for a jerkin bag. What's it doing for me? You know,
it won't look the same in 5 years. It'll fall apart.
I know.
It's white inside.
Oh,
very creamy.
Mm-hmm. Makes you feel good at the end.
How's there one used at Walmart?
Don't get that,
for
girl.
34,000. Yeah, simply. So yeah, that's been kind of my week. What have you?
You don't have a wait
list
list at Walmart.
No, you don't have a wait list at Walmart. Pre-owned Hermes handbag, Birkin, 25.2 stamp, Togo. I don't know if that's real.
It can't be.
I don't know that I would buy a Birkin bag from Walmart.
I don't think I would buy one either from... How are they selling a pre-owned?
I have no idea.
It's their pre-owned sector of
Maybe I went to Walmart.com.
Maybe.
Did you have to VPN?
So it's a pretty quiet week. We went to a friend's kid's birthday party last Saturday, and it started raining, and we left.
It was an outdoor party.
Oh my God.
It was an outdoor party.
Was it young children?
It was very young children, and there was a bouncy house.
Oh,
and
no.
Somebody's grandmother slipped and fell. And
no.
Me and Andy were like, with the screaming kids, and then
the rain was perfectly timed.
It was perfect. We're like, and it's raining. We gotta go.
Also, you didn't want to be there for the fallout of the broken hip.
And
we
people got up and
we don't want to get sick. We're traveling.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm like, I ain't trying to get sick over here. Plus, I'm like, people were like going over and helping. I'm like, I'm not helping her. Like, I am not getting involved with this.
No.
The minute I touch her, I become involved, and no, ma'am. I'd like, I'm gonna stay over here, eat my pizza, and go.
It is your kind nature that is what draws.
Hey, there was enough people over there that could take care of her. So,
but also, isn't it you're not supposed to move them? Like, wait for a medical.
During COVID, Paul was the one moving to the front of the line because he's a first responder and working in medical.
I was.
You were necessary. What were they called? Critical.
He wanted early entry into Costco.
Yeah.
Hey, I had my medical badge.
I love it.
And I could do it. So there you go.
Listen, milk the system, girl.
Milk
it.
I needed to get my stuff.
Yeah, you're endearing our audience to you every moment.
I know. Hey.
You're also human, and someone was taking care of that grandma, so you're fine.
Well, also not only that, but like, I still had to be open. I still had to deal with people during COVID. So, hey.
I give it to you.
So other than that, we're just like, still just getting ready to leave for our, oh my God, you found a Birkeland signature bag.
It's the Birkeland bag.
Now that you can get.
That one you should get.
I'm sorry. I'm going to stop searching for my...
That would be hilarious.
Oh my God.
So, we're just getting ready for our trip coming up. We're very excited. Somebody that I follow on Instagram is actually in Budapest right now, and their pictures are fantastic, so I can't wait to go. And then I'm following Andrew and Gio through their trip.
love theirs, yeah.
They went to the sandwich shop we told them about in Florence, and I was like,
oh,
yay!
how cute.
I love that. So...
And then their pictures of Barcelona were amazing.
So. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Their pictures of Barcelona were gorgeous.
I hope you're getting excited.
And their trip, like, on the cruise ship is crazy. There's, like, a full-scale Broadway style Mamma Mia happening.
Isn't that
I know?
Isn't that insane?
And I was like, that's a lot of people in that theater.
Well, I was like theaters are big. Like to be able to have that on a cruise ship, it must be like not like a full like auditorium size, but also maybe it is. I don't know.
Our ship, I think, holds 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So they have to be able to seat about 1,000 because it's
Anywhere
two
between-
shows.
Yeah,
like-
between 1,000 and 1,500 at least.
That's crazy.
Because it's half and half, so, yeah, so we're just excited about that. It's just like getting ready, and this week is going to be like, seeing what fits, and then putting things, the stuff I don't need for the week into the...
You're optimizing your packing.
Yes,
Are
exactly.
you guys going to check a bag?
I think we have... I think we're
you
going
do.
to check a
Because
bag,
you're flying Ryanair.
but it's still going to be like just a carry-on anyway.
Yeah.
So we're not going to bring a large bag because we're moving around a lot.
that's
Oh,
smart.
that's
so it just
smart.
makes more sense.
So you're getting like all of your stuff just in a one carry-on each?
Yeah, because what we'll
Damn.
do is when we get on the cruise ship, we'll send our clothes to get washed
okay.
and laundered for us. and
Okay,
then
that's smart. So
we're
you're
good
only
to go.
bringing like 1 week's worth of stuff?
Yeah.
That's a hack.
And we're not traveling with the same people every week, so they won't see that it's a three-peat.
I mean, but also, so what? Even if it was the next week, I'm not gonna be like, did you wear that last week? Like, that's why you have things that are like the same, like muted colors, like unbranded.
Although we went to dinner last weekend with our friend Jim, Ben and Jim, and Jim's like, well, you guys only have one bathing suit, right? You just have one bathing. Like, no. And we're not bringing just one bathing suit on a 3-week trip where we're going to be swimming most days. I'll have like 4 bathing suits.
You need
maybe,
400.
He's like, we went and bought Jim one cute bathing suit. And I'm like,
But does he
Okay.
have, so the other one's ugly?
I know, I'm like, okay.
Only one cute one, other ones,
All ugly.
very functional.
Horrible. Don't even want to look at it.
It's like a brown. Like a doo-doo brown.
They're gonna have to, what's the word I'm looking for when they take all the water out? They're gonna have to take all the water out.
Dehydrate?
Yeah. No. Take all the water out of the pool because it looks like
Empty it.
poop.
I know words are hard.
What's the one where they take all the water out? I'm like, what? But we did it together. We solved it. They dehydrated and emptied the pool. Just throw in a Three Musketeers, or what was the candy bar that they put in?
Snickers.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God!
Baby
With the-
Ruth.
yes.
Baby Ruth.
Thank you.
Oh,
Just
because it's all-
pack plenty of
Okay,
those.
so the first time I took, first cruise I did was a Carnival cruise, which right away is very kid focused, and the pool got closed for half the cruise because of
the Baby Ruth?
because of a biohazard issue.
Which means somebody pooped in the pool.
But okay, so like they have to obviously like drain it and then like sterilize
Drain it.
Drain it.
There you go.
Yes! Listen, third time's a charm, girl. And that's why teamwork is good.
Teamwork makes the drain work.
That one. Wait, no, because how do they clean it? Do they just like bleach it?
Yeah, they
my
probably
God.
do sanitizer,
Ooh, and it probably has to sit for a while.
and then they fill it with seawater. They fill it with ocean water.
Oh.
So it's salty. It's salty.
I mean, that
water.
makes sense, yeah. Huh.
But you can't go in it right away because it takes time to go through all the filtering and purification
my
before they
God.
let people in it. And,
Jesus. And so it was half your trip?
well, yeah, I mean, it was like the second half, you couldn't do anything in the pool.
Did they give you like a discount or like a credit?
No.
Rude.
But I was watching this thing the other night. It was like this woman who's like a travel writer, so she got invited on like the maiden voyage of this new super ship for it was Norwegian Cruise Line's new big ship. And she said, my favorite ship is this one, and this ship is like 15 times bigger. It was just
15?
amazing how much.
1.5?
Yes. It had a roller coaster on it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was all crazy kind of stuff. But
Those ships like must be like billions of dollars. Like they have to be.
That's one of the kind of like the one that Andrew and Gio are on. I think they're on the Icon of the Seas or something right now for Royal Caribbean. And I mean, it has like a park in it, like a central park.
look at Norwegian Cruise Line Aqua.
So I mean, these are just like floating
Or
cities.
NCL Aqua.
I mean, at least they won't sink, right?
You hope,
Well,
Like,
okay. So when you guys are like out on the open ocean, like, is there like big waves that you like sift through and trudge through?
Yeah,
Oh my god, that scares me.
it has to.
It took
It took $850 million to build it.
That's insane.
Well, the maiden voyage they were doing, and it was leaving like out of somewhere in Northern Europe, but the weather was bad. So half the things they wanted to try, like you couldn't swim, you couldn't go really anything on deck. It was just kind of rainy, crummy weather for the first part of the trip.
Which is not something they can control anyway, so there you go.
It looked like a really
insane.
cool ship, though.
Wow.
I feel like we got that same little, because isn't Lisbon, where is Lisbon on the map?
Lisbon's Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, so and it's going to be right there in that same spot that
And
we
it was
were.
going up to like Rotterdam or
And that's
something.
why
That was
we
the
had that
next.
same weather pattern when we were in France.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Oh, well, it's time for mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth resuscitation.
So what's giving you life, Jay?
I was like, ooh, dramatic
What's going on?
pause.
What's happening? What's going on?
Well,
What's
so
going
I
on?
actually forgot about another thing that I did this week, which was get in the queue for Lady Gaga tickets.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. So she opened up a couple new shows in LA and San Francisco.
Okay, where's the show in LA? Is it a SoFi?
It is at the Kia Forum.
Oh, so right next to the SoFi. Oh, it's a smaller one.
I've never been to either, but so I was like, because originally I was like, Nick, when we get back from France, the following weekend, we can just plop down into Mexico City and see Lady Gaga, and that obviously didn't happen because I was exhausted. And I was like, oh man, like I'm never going to be able to see Lady Gaga in my lifetime. And then it was like, email from Lady Gaga, like, hey, I opened up new things. Sign up, like, to be like a dedicated fan or whatever, where you have to fucking get in the line and like you have to get the thing or whatever. And so it was Monday during my like new hires orientation, and I told him, I was like, hey, from 11:30 to like 1, I am unavailable because I'm trying to get Lady Gaga tickets. And he's like, the best part, he's gay, so he like understands. He's like, got it. I'm like,
Got it, girl.
I'm like, here's a bunch of shit to read. Like, talk to me in a minute.
Watch these videos.
Right.
He's like, can I join you? I need to get tickets.
Well, so like, it was 11:30, and like 11:30 is when you join the queue.
oh yeah.
So you have to join the queue for the ticket sales at noon. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, so I opened up San Francisco. It was like July, I don't know, end of July. And then Lady Gaga in LA is August 2nd or whatever. So I opened up both of them. I'm like, whatever I get, I'll get, right?
Right.
So in San Francisco, it was like, there are 3,400 people in front of you. And I was like, oh.
And she only has 3 days in San Francisco. How many days does she have in Los Angeles?
I think 2.
1, 2, 3.
I think it's 2 each.
There's
4. Oh, well, 2 on the weekend where I can go. So when I logged in to the LA one, it was like, there are 6,700 people in front of you. And I was like, oh no. Okay. And so I'm like, well, fuck, like this is like going to take forever. And so like it's slowly chipping away. The San Francisco one went faster. There was less people. And it was like, you're next. And I was like, fuck, I am stressed because I'm like sweating a little. Like I have like a little bit of an elevated heart rate because it's a very like stressful time. And so like the San Francisco one, it was like, okay, pick your tickets. And I just like said yes. And it was like $1,000 each. And I was like, no, ma'am. Abso-fucking-lutely not. And then I was like, in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe, okay, let me just try, right? And like within like 8 seconds of me like having the internal dialogue, they were gone. And then there were no tickets left.
Oh gosh.
And I was like, fuck.
So you have to take whatever ticket they give you?
Kind of.
Like, in that
Yeah. So at least with the San Francisco venue, I don't know, it was just like, I got unlucky with like my placement. And so then in LA, I was like, fuck, I'm just going to do the same thing. Like just click and do whatever. Right. And so you're next, got in, and LA had way more tickets. So I was able to get 2 that were kind of like floor, but like before the like bleachers or whatever, by the mix, whatever that is, for a decent price. I secured them, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be seeing Lady Gaga, like whatever. And like, then I had to, like train my new hire or whatever. So
And then had to go clean yourself up in the bathroom.
No, from the sweat? Yeah, I was really sweating.
Oh, I thought it was just because.
No, the jizz will happen when I get there. But so that's what's giving me life, is actually being able to finally get like tickets to see her, because I've always wanted to see her live, just because the performance is like, she is a performer. She is the production value of the stage, also a good vocalist, and so I'm just very excited.
Well, gosh, and if you're on the floor, it looks like her stage has her going all the way across the floor.
Yeah, so we're like where that gray thing is, like right basically there.
Yeah, but still, she's coming all the way out there.
You're starting to see that a lot more, I think, with artists in their tours and stuff, is they have a giant stage that has a walkway and then another smaller stage towards the
but I think it's good, because then everyone can kind of get a good seat.
Right, because once you get to the penis head, a lot more people can see her.
A little, yeah.
That's how Taylor had hers.
Yeah.
And then I think Beyonce did the same thing, yeah.
And everything, so...
There's a couple seats left, the blue, you see the blue, but all of the red are people that want to resell.
Those are, so yeah.
Oh my God.
But what's giving me life is getting Lady Gaga tickets, but what isn't giving me life is all of these scalpers, because they basically, what also was weird is that when I logged in, like, there are already resale tickets before the like pre-sale tickets.
Oh,
which is very strange, like early access.
Right, early access.
And it shouldn't be allowed, because then all they're doing is like reselling for like quadruple the price.
Yeah.
And it's like resale stuff is insane. Like the pricing is just, it's like double to triple what it is. So not giving me life, but
That's
Lady
crazy.
Gaga is giving me life. What's giving you life, girl?
It's giving me life because I got tickets to go see Haim in San Diego.
Look at us. We are ticket masters.
I know.
But not the website. We hate them.
.com.
Well, I had to like go through Ticketmaster to get my...
I had to do the same fucking thing. And it's like, here are your fees and your fee and your other fee. And you're like, oh, you just have to fee because of fee. So stupid.
But I was reading, like, a lot of people are upset with this particular tour for Haim because it's all of their stops are general admission, so there's no seating.
Okay.
And people are like, I am too old to be standing around.
What is the lowest?
I am too old to be living an uncomfortable life. So, but I'm like, okay, the one here in San Diego, it's outside. It's the Rady Shell, the Shady Row. the Shady Row. The Rady Shell, which is nice. It's like, it's outside and there's a grassy area, so you could just sit down on the grass and do it. And I'm like, I am okay with that.
We've seen Audra McDonald there, right?
Yeah, but they had seating for that.
But are you in the lawn?
No, I mean, they are taking away all the tables.
Oh, they're taking away all of the seats?
Yes.
So it's like legit just a field?
Yes.
Huh.
Which I'm okay with.
Me too. I wonder if we can bring our own like little...
I think you can.
Chair.
Yeah, chairs, a little blanket and stuff, and we're good.
I mean, that's honestly fine. What? When is it?
It's in October.
Yeah, it'll be chilly, so you're gonna need a blanket.
It's a beautiful day.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a beautiful time.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's also giving me life. It's just all the shit that Katy Perry is getting for her tour.
Oh my gosh.
It is hilarious.
I have that as like a topic thing that
I'm just like, I love it because it's like I sent you guys that one out thing.
She's like not really trying.
No.
And also like I'm surprised that she still has the tour because like no one bought the album.
Well, and nobody's buying tickets either. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like right now there is such a glut of people touring. I'm like, in Vegas, Gaga's there one weekend, and the next weekend Beyonce's there.
Oh God!
So I don't know how people are affording this.
Well, and they're not because everything like pricing is skyrocketing for everything, and like everything is costing more. So like people are like, well, do I go see the concert or do I like buy eggs?
Well, and that's the thing. It's like even Haim, I was like, oh, it's at the Radio Show. That's cool. Like. Shouldn't be that much if I want to just get like one of the seats in the back or whatever. But since it was general admission, I was like, okay, $80. I'm like,
for general admission,
yeah,
interesting.
But I was just like, you know what? I've never seen them. I've wanted to see them.
Yeah, they're
I've been
great.
Dying to see
them.
them.
Well, and you can get there early to get a good seat, right?
You can get there. I mean, it's the good thing is they have giant screens also, so it's like it's not like I'll miss anything. I guess there's a location in Boston that people are pissed about because. It's a general admission venue that doesn't have screens.
Oh.
And I'm like, how do you not have screens?
Maybe they'll put them in.
No.
I don't know. I don't think so unless Haim brings it themselves, but it's just like, oh, that's weird. It's like there's this whole Reddit chain about behind
Mad
porn.
fans, yeah.
And
So I'm just like,
there's a whole bunch of Reddit people that love to bitch about stuff like that.
That's
Oh,
all
yes.
they do. Oh my
Yes.
god! And I love to
Reddit
read it.
is
Now that I
still
know
a
how to
very
read it, I
scary
love to
journey.
read it. Reddit, read it, see it.
Which we have an idea for a future episode. We're going to do Auntie Joe and Tita Paul give relationship advice, and we'll find little Reddit stories about relationships, and you guys can give them consult on their relationship.
It's actually funny. So my friend Ariel is Filipino. Filipina?
Filipina.
Pinay. She's a Pinay Shotai. And I am Tito Joji to her kids. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, we have to learn different languages. Like, when we go, we have to learn like 5 different languages when we go on our vacation.
Do you?
Yeah, because I need to know how to speak to people in German when we're in Vienna.
Guten Tag.
Hungarian when we're in Budapest.
Guten Hungarian.
Italian when we're
Goulash.
in Italy.
Hello.
Goulash paprika.
Wait. Buongiorno. There you go.
And then we have to speak Greek.
Opa. There you go.
We forgot Croatian when we're in Split.
For just a
And
very
then
short time.
Catalan when we're in Barcelona.
Damn. Well, you can speak Spanish. Spanish?
No.
Like, buenos dias.
No.
I just need to make little cards in every language to just say, where's the bathroom? So I'll just start passing them out.
Well,
That's
so I
always
will
my-
say, like,
where's the bathroom?
what if if you don't have cell service, like before, like when you're in the hotel, like you can write down phrases in like a notepad, so that you can like easily reference them. Because I noticed when I was trying to like look up stuff abroad, sometimes I didn't have cell service, and I was like, fuck. I'm like, English? Hello? American?
It's funny because I can do German and Italian and Greek because I've been there and I do know like the basics, polite things, but Catalan, no. And you know what?
Well, it's
That's just
an
one
old,
language
well,
too
'cause
many.
it's an old, like a very old language.
And Hungarian, definitely not.
Do they speak Hungarian?
Yeah.
I've never heard
They
what
don't even
Hungarian
use the
sounds like.
euro there. They use a different currency. Even though they're part of the EU, they use their own florin money.
So do you have to get that while you're...
So you have to exchange, and
God.
it's a very cash kind of city.
Yeah, they're not
a lot of
in
food,
Budapest? Good to know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's also a tipping kind of city. Like
Okay.
people
But
tip.
right now, the dollar is still good against the Hungarian.
Florin.
For now, I mean, shoot. I mean, it's not good against the euro.
No, it is not.
So
And-
fortunately, we prepaid a lot of our hotels and stuff.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and excursions, good.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, that's our topic for this week. Just going
Bro,
over
what's going on in the mother tucking world, girl?
Oh,
In the mother
Did
tucking
you
world.
I find your
today-
selection of topic to be a hostile,
Political, hostile.
political act.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I saw a picture of her. I don't know if I sent it to you. I was like, what plastic surgeon allowed her to get Michael Jackson's nose? Because she looked like she has aged like way more than she's 27.
Okay, and her husband is like
35 years older than
Yeah.
her. Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh.
She in it for the money.
But I was just like, why are you wearing that big cross around your neck, girl?
'Cause she has to be fake.
You lying.
Yeah. Because Christian values. Duh.
Speaking of Christian and Catholic, did you see the post today that Donald Trump posted? The AI generated image of him as the
The
Pope.
Pope. Yeah, and I'm sorry, but here's the thing. Like the Christian nationalists that love and skeet on the Bible. I'm sorry, but it's in the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt have no other dogs. Thou shalt have no other dogs beside me. No, that's.
I am the Lord your dog. No
Thou
other.
shall have no other dogs beside me.
before
That's
me.
what Baxter and Max say when we're not here. But that's one of the 10 Commandments. So where's all the hoopla now and the hullabaloo, huh?
Oh, and they love it. They're like, oh, he should be, And
But God forbid you're gay. That's outlawed.
Well, and then not only that, but
It's just so
the
crazy.
White House,
I can't.
X account, the official White House account, reposted it.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
I can't. There's I can't. I cannot.
You want to be there has to be some at some point you're just like, that's not true. And then you're like, it is.
It's true.
It's true.
Just like how he believed that the tattoos on that guy's hand were real, but they were photoshopped. And he's like,
MS-13.
yeah, he's like, those are MS-13. And then I love the interview. I don't know what the guy's name was, but the ABC interview where Trump was like, I don't know who you are. Like, come on, be nice. Be nice now.
Yeah, it's like, I picked you because I don't know who you are. And it's like, you're getting
you got to be
chance
nice
of a lifetime.
to me. Yeah, and it's like, oh, honey.
You're being mean. It wasn't
Yeah.
too nice. You're being
You're
mean.
being mean. Like, oh, sorry that he's like calling you out.
So there's a whole little conspiracy theory thing among the conservative press.
Oh, no.
That these were all traps set by that interviewer to make Trump look bad.
No, he doesn't have to look bad because he is.
They were like, oh, the way they highlighted all Trump's gold and wealthy accoutrements in the office. I was like, Trump controls the setting of this interview.
Yeah.
The ABC did not control that.
Yeah.
But all of this stuff, like there were all these traps that were laid to make Trump look bad. Like Trump doesn't need traps.
He doesn't need traps.
Right.
100%.
Well, and then he wants to rename Veterans Day to like something about like World War One,
Gulf of Mexico Day.
Well, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is like really hustling to get Gulf of America like cemented. And it's like, y'all, this is what our government's doing instead of like trying to help people.
Oh, it's called Victory Day for World War One, and then Memorial Day will be Victory Day for World War Two, because we don't celebrate our winnings enough.
Okay.
But Veterans Day celebrates people who served in every
war. It is veterans across the board.
And it's not like the veterans are like loved by the Republicans.
And Memorial Day is
No. They're listen, they're the party of America first and the troops while cutting everything that helps the troops.
Yeah, it's true. What else did he do? I was like, there's a litany
The list,
of things.
girl.
And
What
it's
didn't
just
he do?
like,
I
what
love that
didn't
this
he
is
do?
the actual
He
name of
he
the-
blaringly disobeyed the Supreme Court's orders.
Right.
He also helped with the deportation in air quotes of U.S. citizens, including a 4-year-old with cancer.
Right.
That's cute.
And there was at one of the committees, somebody was like, I want everybody to raise their hand to...
Yeah, it was the Democrats.
Yeah, and then all the Democrats raised their hand about, like, who thinks it is not okay to deport a child who is an American citizen? And, like...
With cancer.
All of the Democrats raised their hand, none of the Republicans.
And he even said it. He's like, I want you to notice this.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so you've got those, and you've got Carolyn Levitt, who was like, when Amazon decided they were going to put the tariff, how much did it cost for tariffs next to an Amazon product? Mm-hmm. They're like, this is a hostile and political act against the president. And it's like, and then they decided to back off. And I'm like, why are you backing off? Just fucking do it. It's true.
Because
But
Jeff
he probably wasn't
Bezos-
going to do it. It probably was an incorrect, it wasn't an accurate statement. But the crazy thing about that was, if your whole purpose of the tariffs is to encourage people to buy American and build manufacturing back to the U.S., it actually showing that Chinese goods or foreign goods are more expensive actually supports your mission.
Right.
Yeah, it shows the transparency.
It doesn't make any sense.
And not only that, but you're telling people that somebody else is paying for it. But it's not.
Right.
And so I was just like, okay. And now we're seeing the last ships coming through. That
we'll have
like,
stuff.
oh, we're going to be fine because these you haven't seen any prices change yet. I'm like, yeah, because we haven't gotten to the part where things aren't coming because people canceled their
deliveries.
order.
But there's like 70 deals happening right now. I don't know what to talk about.
And you know what, Paul?
We're not going to talk about names yet, but
the tariffs, it's good. And also, if it makes things expensive, kids have enough toys.
Yeah, maybe they'll only get 2, not 30.
Yeah, kids have enough toys.
And maybe it'll cost a little bit more, but it's okay.
You're telling me that Christmas and kids with toys, which is like peak Americanism.
Well, but they may not have toys.
I know.
Because
as somebody said, only Trump would have 2 presidencies where we had empty shelves. He's the only president.
But also, it's like you ran...
Oh my God, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Right? But you ran on the platform of lowering prices for the
on day one.
On day one.
Well, Paul, that's because this is Biden's economy.
Well,
And this is Biden's stock market.
But like, it was funny because like January 29th, he posted that it was Trump's economy.
Yep.
And
That's Trump's stock market.
Yeah. And then, just a little while ago, a couple of days ago, he posted
Biden's.
Biden.
Everything is Biden's
I'm like, so
fault.
which is it?
It's neither.
So it'd be interesting to see because even like 4th of July products, you might see not as much on the shelf because a lot of the
That's
American
appropriate.
flags, a lot of American flags are made in China.
Also, Trump's MAGA hats are made in China.
So you may not see any MAGA, material, or he'll just charge you, $150 for that T-shirt or that hat now.
And you know that the people that are already in poverty that support him aren't going to be able to afford that. But they'll go.
Okay. So let's see what else.
I got one.
Go ahead.
So Trump did all of these pardons, right?
More?
When he first came into office.
Okay.
What they don't talk about was when you pardon someone who's been convicted of a crime, like a white-collar crime, there's restitution. So that person's obligation to pay back, like, whatever money that might have been involved in that crime goes away.
Oh.
He forgave $1 billion worth of money owed to the U.S. as part of those pardons.
Well, Doge is finding it, so it's fine.
But there were some that were very much like the lady in Las Vegas who just got a pardon, the politician in Las Vegas who got a pardon. She had just contributed a little bit less than what she owed to the government to his inauguration speech or
Wait,
event.
this is a recent pardon?
Just recent pardon,
I didn't hear about this.
And
what's
she
this
got
one?
pardoned for her crime. And she apparently was raising money for some statue, and she misused funds.
That's illegal. Okay.
Yeah, very illegal. And she used it for like her own plastic surgery and her daughter's stuff and
rent and all this stuff.
That's another thing that's giving me life is George Santos is having to spend 7 years in prison.
Circling back.
Well, and it's like.
But did you hear what he said? He told
No.
He put the the prison on warning because he's like, if anything happens to me, you will see the full power of my legal team coming down on this because nothing should happen to me.
What legal team? He ain't got no money.
I'm like, girl, you won't get in there and do some stuff.
You know what? What was her drag name? Oh my god,
I forget.
Like Keta Devine or something.
Ketamine.
Kitara Rivachi.
Kitara. Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's going to be making a comeback in jail.
Yeah. She's going to get a lot of comeback for sure.
Oh boy.
So, did you hear that Sarah Huckabee is begging Trump to reconsider giving funds to Arkansas for disaster relief?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no. But FEMA is a waste of money.
No, they're defunding it in the new budget.
Yeah,
FEMA's going to go away.
because it's such a waste of money. Like natural disasters don't exist.
The funny thing is, Sarah Huckabee Sanders has also been one to sit there and talk about how FEMA is not good either.
Oh
and
my
yet
god!
Now you need it.
It's this. The key takeaway is it isn't important until it hits or impacts me.
Oh right.
It doesn't matter until it impacts me. Like, oh, our state hasn't had disasters. Now we have a disaster. Oh my god, it's so important. So important.
Well, and then what is it? They are planning on giving $5,000 to people who have babies. Even though Kamala Harris said
$20,000.
she was going to give you. Well, she was going to do $20,000
For a
buy
tax
a home.
credit, right?
Well, to buy a home. $6,000 to tax credits for families.
Yeah.
Like to get the $5,000, you actually have to have a baby.
Like reproduce.
Biological.
Right.
Under his eye.
Correct. Exactly. And then you get and for those there's a proposal to have medals for mothers who have 6 babies or more.
A medal?
A medal. You know the last time they did that?
Wait. Like here, you get a prize? Is there like money or just you get a medal?
You get a medal.
You're a hero award kind
Are
of.
you kidding me?
You know the last time that they did this, something like that?
Let me guess. Was it in Nazi Germany?
Correct.
Uber Mater.
And then of course there was a second signal chat.
I'm living for that. And homeboy Mike Waltz got fired, but not fired. But he's moving to like another thing.
Oh, they're calling that a promotion because head of national
United
security
Nations.
is way lower than being head of the United Nations.
Yeah.
Or ambassador to the UN.
Yeah.
When you're in an administration that doesn't care about the UN at all.
Yeah. And also, like, what's his face? Marco Rubio is now like an interim of like everything.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And I loved Tim Walz's response to that. He tweeted, Mike Walz has now left the chat.
Well, and my favorite thing is there was another picture of my what's his face, Mike Waltz, in somewhere, and it was like of his phone, and it was a Signal chat open.
Right. Oh, and I
Like,
think
girl,
that was,
let it. Like, he got a problem.
They even said he posted something on a Signal chat about his new. They're like, he's an addict. He
Right.
can't get away
Can't get
from
off of that.
He needs to have Signal Anonymous.
I wonder if it was the same.
Signal Anonymous. I'm an essay.
I wonder if it's the same meeting that they were in where they all had to praise Trump for his first 100 days as they went around the room.
Can you believe that? Where they're
You see
like,
that video?
"This is where Pam Bondi was like, I am just so proud because the other administration hasn't done anything, and this, that, and the other." And you know, you're just like a real man.
And you saved 258 million lives.
Oh yeah, when there's only 325 million.
Yeah,
330 million.
Was that
Wait,
for the
how did you
ketamine?
say-
Because we were all going to be stuck on ketamine.
we're all on fentanyl and the
fentanyl.
ketamine.
Fentanyl, yeah.
And of course, you know, March 7th marks the start of the conclave because the Pope passed away, Pope Francis.
From J.D. Vance, I know.
From J.D. Vance killing the Pope. We all know that.
And that was another one of the conspiracy theories that when Trump went to the funeral, that the head of the Ukraine was conspiring to make him look bad. That he did all these things that he knew Trump would react to that would make him look bad.
No.
Like Trump looking distracted, Zelensky, it was his fault.
Oh my God. Or when he fell asleep at the funeral, and now we need to call him Dementia Dawn.
That's what I mean. Or when he wore the wrong color and insulted the entire Catholic community.
He's insulted the entire world by existing. So are we going to get him on that one?
See, this is my worry that we're talking about this shit that I'm not going to be able to get back in the country. We got to get back.
You'll be fine.
Maybe we should post this after you.
The good news is once we're out, you know, if we can't get back in,
You know,
Yeah, we'll be joining you shortly.
we'll look for houses when we're out.
we'll be working remotely.
You'll be welcomed.
I think
You'll be
Italy still
welcomed.
has those deals where you buy a house for like $1,000 and
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Or like there's an Italian one where you buy it for
$1
like a dollar
or a euro.
yeah, and then you
live
have to
there.
invest like $50,000.
Yeah, but that's okay.
yeah.
But what I was going to say is, and you guys are not exile. What is it when people come here? Asylum. You are asylum seekers
There
in
you
other
go.
countries.
And then did you see when he? So then I think JD Vance went to like India or somewhere.
Yeah, and he
after
killed
that
a
one.
bunch of people there,
And then
too.
there was an attack there.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Well,
dude, don't let this guy go anywhere.
no, send him in a room with Donald Trump. If he is as bad and if he's just killing people by proxy, put him in the Capitol, baby.
And then Kristi Noem, who is the Secretary of Homeland Security,
Defense, yeah.
had her purse stolen at
Oh
a
my
restaurant
God,
in D.C.
that's right.
How, as the Secretary
Security?
of Homeland Security, do you have your purse stolen? Girl.
And you had like thousands of dollars.
You
in
had
your
like
purse.
she had like $3,000 in there, her credentials, all this stuff, and I'm just like,
It's just, you can't make this up.
no,
Well,
I wish
all
you
right.
could.
On that note, let's talk about Trump's medical exam. Like,
Oh.
I wish I was as tall as him
And as fit as
thin
him?
and fit as
At
him.
220,
At 220 pounds,
6'4".
6'4".
Yeah, biggest lie. That should be defamation because it's a lie.
What do you mean? It's true. The doctor said it was true.
You mean the
It's
doctor
on
you
paper.
paid?
When they hold up an athlete next to him who actually has that statistic,
Yeah.
and you look at them side by side, like how could anybody with a working mind look at that and go, "Oh, of course it is."
Because they don't have a working mind.
I love that picture where his pants are up by his.
This is my favorite picture of him.
He doesn't have his tan, and he has his pants. His pants are like up to
by
his
his
nipples.
I think this will be the Halloween costume for this season.
Well, and I just want
No, we can't afford it.
I just want people to go, yeah, Buxton, yeah. And then you have Nancy Mace with her performative victim.
With the guy that she like was like, I support gay rights.
The guy, and then she was like at another meeting at a university or something, and she started calling somebody a tranny and everything. So I was just like, you are trash.
Oh, she's horrible. Well, she does that because she needs to be relevant.
Right.
That has to be the answer. Like, there's no other reason than like trying to keep her like her name in the news. That's the only reason.
She tweeted out, "I will not be silenced," and somebody wrote, "We know you never shut the fuck up."
I'm hopeful. I mean, I don't have much hope, but I'm hopeful that all this like shenanigans that's going on right now and all this stupidity, like people are starting to feel the pain and the burden of like all of these issues, and like it just makes the Democrats much more like likely to win, but I still don't feel like they have any real plan.
Well, but then they need to get like Canada, where, you know, because of everything that Trump said about Canada, it created this anti-Trump sentiment.
All these new people. Australia elected a super liberal. There's like an anti-Trump sentiment for all of these other countries to like not be,
because they don't want to end up
Trump.
like us.
Yes,
but like I thought it was funny because the conservatives in Canada had the lead before this happened, and then all of a sudden
it like swung.
It swung hard.
Yeah.
Well, and what I like about that is certainly the liberals reacted against Trump, but even the conservative candidate was like, you know,
hey, what are you gonna do?
You screwed me, Trump.
Yeah. Right. Like, well, I was backing you too, but obviously that's not going to mean anything.
Yeah. I do appreciate some of the like new like Democratic stars like Jasmine Crockett, who are just like calling him out. Like, and AOC and Bernie Sanders are having rallies in like super red states, and they're getting like massive people to come and join of like fight oligarchy. And also, Elon Musk hasn't really been in the news much, so I think things are moving.
But he was at that same 100-day meeting, and he thought he was funny because Trump said something, and he's like, "Oh, I wear lots of hats," and then he had his black, you know, hat that he has, the "Make America Great Again," or Trump was right about everything, and then put one of the red hats on top. He's like, "Oh, Eva, my hat. Where's that hat?"
I'm hopeful. It's interesting that I've had it podcasts as two women from Oklahoma City, and they have like skyrocketed into like viewership. I love them.
What's her name? It's like I've had
it podcast. Yeah,
they're awesome.
And so there was one of these days, and it was
they're very inflammatory, but they're
100%.
Also well informed. So
and they have guests on like that are actually like people that are like in Congress, in the Senate. But there was something where one of the girls, Angie, I think Angela or whatever, is a lawyer, and there was a question posed like, well, like what if Elon Musk gets pardoned? And it's like, well, that's federal, and he's got all this shit in state, so he could easily be like prosecuted in every single state,
right?
Based off all those things. So it's like there is hope for him to like go away, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Well, here's the thing: everybody was saying how bad the EV market is right now and stuff like. But it's truly not. It's just that Tesla is doing so bad that it's pulling down everybody's numbers.
Oh yeah,
even though people like Ford and Rivian and everybody is having great numbers.
And in other countries like Tesla is non-existent.
Right, but the Chinese electric vehicles that are doing really, really well.
Like the Bomoma or whatever, something with a B, Biota, something is like BYD. Preferred. And that's like, they don't even care about Elon Musk. They're just like, this is a better car.
I think they're kind of cute.
What's it called? BYD. Yeah.
The bid.
Bring that dick.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about like
pop culture.
Because, like I said, Katy Perry is having a horrible time on her tour because people are not showing up, and it does not look good either.
No, it really doesn't. Like and I was like the video you sent of like her choreography. It's just like, girl.
Well, and I'm like, you're like. people are like, oh, she's in her era's era. And I'm like,
What
no,
era?
'cause Taylor actually did some dancing and was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But she knows her limitations. Katie does not. And like even the aerial stuff that she was doing looked horrible.
Is her era that she's in the
it's-
don't dance era?
Okay. Like you should not be trying to be pink.
Oh yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Okay. No one can be fucking pink. That bitch will like be on like a tight wire, like flipping and dipping and singing
She
and all
is
of that
very
stuff.
Cirque du Soleil.
That's it. Yes.
you know, but like, and some of the costumes in her tour are also not good.
Yeah. Just the video, like the still pictures of her. It's just like,
And what is that
aw.
hair?
I don't
With
know.
the bangs, and it's very like
It's like
square.
from when she used to have like the blue hair from her like first couple albums. Like the Katy Perry signature blue hair with like the bangs.
okay.
But I don't even know her new songs.
and the fact
So-
that like going up in space, and I was like,
Girl.
Gayle King pissed me off because she was like, "Have you been to space?" And I'm like, "No, girl." But
we're not rich as fuck.
Okay, we just didn't spend $50,000 to get to Jeff Bezos to send us up in a penis
and
rocket.
I think that like I forget what the dollar value, the amount of money it cost them to do could like do something for like a year somewhere. Like it was an exorbitant amount of money to like launch them into space.
Somebody gave the statistics. It was
It
like
was-
you could pay this many people,
Right.
federal,
Well,
or teachers,
and the carbon
salaries, and
footprint that you just created, like
And just for fun,
right for
like-
11 seconds,
yeah, like
to say you've
cool,
been to space.
sweet.
Like, if that makes you an astronaut, then I'm a doctor because I watched the Pit.
Yeah, girl.
You know?
I would let you operate on me. I feel like you got a steady hand.
That's been like 15 hours so far. So
That's way more than 11 seconds.
you're already a first year intern.
I'm a first year resident already.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm an R1.
I'm an
all the lingo.
R0.
Did you guys see that Robert De Niro's daughter comes out as
It comes down to trans, and did you hear what he said? He's like, I love my kids no matter what.
yeah,
Wait, how old's his daughter?
29.
She's 29, but like, and she changed her name from her dead name was Aaron, Aaron, and
Okay.
changed it to Aaron, Airyn.
Oh.
But he was like, he has like a 2-year-old.
I was gonna say it was either him or Sylvester Stallone or whatever that has like just had a kid.
No, it's him.
Robert De Niro.
I was like, okay, Robbie,
I mean,
Bobby?
listen, that dick don't quit.
okay.
Clearly, the sperm be potent.
So do you think? Question for you guys: do you think the World Pride is going to happen in DC?
I don't know because a
already
lot
moved-
of stuff is being canceled.
Well, they're moving venues for a lot of, like, they're not using the Kennedy Center at all now.
Correct.
And there are travel bans, or not travel bans, but like travel warnings from other countries to not come to the United States.
Right.
So like, I think it will be way less, which it's insane because that's tourism, which brings money into the like system.
And I mean, there are amazing groups. Like, if I could go, I would go. Because Galantis is one of the one of the
I
headliners.
don't know that I would feel safe there, though.
Oh, I would not. No.
I think that it's going to be one of those moments where, yeah, maybe some of the things change, but it's people are going to double down,
Yeah.
and they'll still maybe there'll be less audiences, but they'll still be
There.
quite important.
Yeah.
Because DC still, regardless of even the Trump bros moving in, it's still like one of the gayest cities in the world.
Yeah, well, and they're not controlled by the White House. They don't have like.
Do you have the lineup?
Yeah.
Also, I'm
They
like,
have a mayor, I think.
yeah, and
Yes, they do.
it's very like, yes, it's very gay. Plus, it's like, you know, all those down low Republican gays.
Oh yeah, the ones that crash
waiting for
Grindr.
everybody to come in, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay."
You mean what's the guy, the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson? He a gay. They're all gay. What is it? What you deny you are, or whatever? Like, I think there
Reaction
were.
formation.
Yeah, there was like news that he's living with like a male like preacher, like in DC when he's not in
Okay.
his home state, and it's like, okay, girl,
That sounds
what you
sus.
He
preaching?
prays in front of him every night.
Oh, amen.
Atlantis, Kim Petras, Paris Hilton,
Like a
RuPaul.
prayer.
Marina,
Mouth in open awe.
Oh, I would love to see Marina. I've never seen her live.
And the
J-Lo,
Diamonds? When
and
Maria
Troye
and the
Sivan.
Diamonds.
Okay, So Grimes.
Oh, well, RuPaul.
Why do we have Grimes performing at World Pride?
Because she's anti-Elon Musk now,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
We'll see.
See, but I'm like, I would love to see Ray. I would love to see
they have
Galantis.
Oh, I thought that was Cash Cab. Oh, Troye Sivan.
I love Purple Disco Machine.
Yeah,
I know.
Ooh, Tinashe. Ooh, yeah. Player.
Okay, so we can see some of these people because Kim Petras is going to be there, but she's performing on Sunday at San Diego Pride.
What?
I know. I told Andy, I was like, I might actually stay for both nights for the headliners because
Who else?
Kehlani is on Saturday and Kim Petras is on Sunday.
Those are big names.
I know. For
I love
us.
Kim Petras. Future Starts Now. I got all my clothes designer. I love Kim Petras. She's good.
I know. I was like,
is that
very
Lace,
happy.
the two girls? We saw them.
Coco and Breezy?
Grayson, who is it? Coco. Oh, Coco and Bailey. Yeah,
We saw them.
They were the opening act for Chromeo when they were here in San Diego, and they were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And Zed is actually going to be at the San Diego County Fair,
Oh,
and he was just at Coachella
nice.
and did an amazing version of Clarity.
I was going
might
to say that's
actually
the only
go-
song I know from him.
Well, and I was like, I might actually go to the fair.
Damn,
to go
girl,
see
look
him.
at all this music getting you out of the house.
I said I might.
Yeah. It's still a 70-30.
Right.
70 no, 30 maybe.
It's really early May, as it
Yeah.
gets to late May. That's
Well, because for Pride, is Kim Petras, you said she's on Sunday?
Yes,
Oh, like afternoon?
correct.
Ooh, that's going to be warm.
So they're doing the whole. It's an outdoor festival, World Pride. So it's gonna
Yeah,
be,
it's a whole outdoor thing. It's huge.
not
It's on the
RFK.
Yeah,
Where is it?
It's a RFK.
Where's that relation to like all the other stuff?
I'm showing you right now on the screen. This is the RFK Stadium,
Oh. Where's the White House?
and there's the Capitol,
Oh, wow.
and then the White House is over there.
Oh, okay.
So it's east
Outside of the
it's
main
right
area.
on the cusp. It's right on the Anacostia River.
Oh.
So, World Pride is June 6th and 7th.
Okay.
Pride in LA is supposed to be June 8th.
Oh, God.
But they still haven't announced. It is May.
They haven't announced anything?
They haven't announced who is going to be performing there because everybody's performing at World Pride.
Well, and there's two in LA, because don't they have like LA
They
Pride
have-
and then West Hollywood
they
Pride?
have West Hollywood Pride first, which is the weekend of May 30th and June 1st.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
and
God.
then LA Pride is the
Event details
Sunday
coming
after.
very soon.
Event details still haven't
Girl,
come
that
out
is in
because-
4 weeks.
Yeah.
I know.
yeah.
And one month.
At least the West Hollywood one could be like a World Pride warm up.
Right.
Yes,
Who's
exactly.
Who's headlining that one?
Oh, I don't know if I've seen who's doing that yet.
Huh.
Let's see if there's a WeHo Pride lineup.
Is it like a WeHo Pride? Oh, yeah. Look, this is why we needed to make sure that Nick was up and running before starting the episode. Because
Lizzo.
Oh, Lizzo, Little Nas X. Oh, yeah, I did see this one. Yeah. Kim
Paris is
Petras
gonna
and
be wow.
Paris Hilton and Kim Petras are making the rounds,
Kim is
girl.
everywhere.
Paris Hilton, does she have new music?
I don't think so. But Honey Dijon's going to be there.
All I know
love
from Paris
that.
Hilton is Stars Are Blind. That's it.
Alyssa Edwards.
Oh,
Okay.
Anya Nerve.
okay.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Oh, the Knox.
Little Nas X. I'm like, okay.
That's the end of this
Okay.
month. Okay. So yeah, it's
Interesting.
the one that's right before the.
As we come into Pride Month, it's next month, of course. So go out and, it's more important now than ever to be out there.
Be gay,
and
y'all.
Be gay.
Before it becomes illegal to have pride
Yes,
flags and
yes.
Okay. Well, I told you what happened with Hungary, right? When they outlawed their Pride Festival. People went and protested, and they had a gray festival instead of a gay festival. So they were all dressed in gray, and they were
Really?
marched out.
So it was like, so their Pride was a gray festival?
Yes.
Really? Oh, is Hungary not like gay friendly?
I think they're gay friendly, but the government decided to cancel gay pride. So, which
well,
is
be safe.
interesting. Yeah.
You guys gotta be safe.
Well,
there.
the thing is like I said, there's somebody I follow on Instagram who's there right now, and it looks like they're having a good time. Hasn't really seemed when I talk to him, it doesn't seem like he's having any issues.
Yeah, okay. Is he with a partner or it's just solo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I'm like, okay. But again, if you at this, next month, get ready to party down with all the gay pride festivals and stuff.
Fuck up, y'all.
Gay it up. Put out your flags.
Penis. Or flags.
Claim your space.
Claim your space. Claim your whatever.
Get your fishnets ready.
Okay.
But wear sunscreen.
Clean those, girl. Even if you got to throw them in the sink and let them soak. Make sure they're clean.
Time to buy a new before the tariffs hit in.
Okay.
Buy local fishnets. down at the dock. From your favorite seaman.
On that note, all right. Everybody have a good week. Thanks.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to These Unprecedented Gays. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and join us next time as we continue exploring the ever-changing landscape of queer life. Until then, stay proud, stay fierce, and stay unprecedented.